Welcome. Today we're exploring translanguaging, a framework that fundamentally changes how we support emergent bilingual students. This isn't about allowing language mixing. It's about recognizing how bilingual brains actually work. By the end, you'll have concrete strategies for your classroom tomorrow. Translanguaging is the strategic use of a bilingual student's full linguistic repertoire to make meaning and learn. Notice strategic, this isn't random mixing. Traditional education assumes students have two separate language systems, like two filing cabinets. But research shows bilinguals have one integrated toolkit. They don't switch between languages, they strategically select from their entire repertoire. Traditional approaches enforce strict separation, Spanish time versus English time. We correct students who mix languages. We make them wait for full proficiency before accessing complex content. Here's the problem. This isn't how bilingual brains work. We're creating barriers instead of bridges, forcing students to work against their natural cognitive processes. The traditional view says keep languages pure and prevent contamination between them. This is the monoglossic ideology. Translanguaging recognizes one integrated system where students use all resources strategically. This shift from deficit thinking to asset-based thinking is transformational. Let's see this in practice. I'm sharing an example from my 7th grade science class learning about controlled burns and indigenous fire ecology. The class is in Spanish. I ask, ¿Por qué los indígenas quemaban el bosque? Why did indigenous people burn the forest? Watch what happens. The student responds, Para make the oaks grow better porque los otros árboles eran como competition. I've color-coded it, green is Spanish, orange is English. She uses Spanish for familiar structures, English when lacking vocabulary. Traditional approach sees this as problematic. Translanguaging sees brilliance. She's processing complex ecology. Her thinking flows without interruption. Traditional approach, correct the mixing. Translanguaging approach, validate and build. I respond, exacto. Competition, competencia. I'm not correcting. I'm providing Spanish vocabulary while honoring her thought process. The content stays central, and she knows her bilingualism is valued, not penalized. For benefits. First, reduced cognitive load. Use stronger language for processing while developing the target language. Second, validates home languages as assets, not deficits. Third, supports deeper learning without waiting for full proficiency. Fourth, develops stronger biliteracy through explicit cross-linguistic connections. Let me clarify misconceptions. Translanguaging is not random mixing, not avoiding language development, not unstructured use. When people hear allow mixing, they worry we're lowering standards. We're not. Translanguaging is intentional, strategic, and purposeful. Translanguaging IS strategic use of linguistic resources. It's scaffolding that recognizes bilingualism as an asset. It's a bridge to developing academic language in both languages. It allows students to demonstrate what they know, not just what they can express in one language. Implementation. First, maintain target language as primary. I speak mostly Spanish. Second, strategically provide translations. When students use English, I provide Spanish. Third, focus on content mastery over language purity. Fourth, validate their full repertoire. When they translanguage, honor that sophisticated thinking. The bottom line, translanguaging isn't lowering standards, it's recognizing how bilingual students actually learn. It's leveraging bilingualism as the asset it is. Try this in your next lesson. When students translanguage, validate and build instead of correcting. You'll be surprised by the sophistication that emerges. Thank you.